Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Today's actually Tuesday, so I'm starting this week's vlog a day late. That's because classes were canceled yesterday for the hurricane, so my schedule was just like kind of out of whack. So I filmed like a little bit, but like not consistently. Look how pretty the sky and the mountains look right now. Sorry if this quality is a little bit rough. I'm filming this on my phone, but I'm just about to go run some errands. Today, actually, all of our classes were canceled, like in anticipation for the hurricane. And then of course, like nothing happened. Like it didn't even rain today. We totally could have gone to class, but it's fine. I've just been studying for my test and writing a paper, doing a lot of reading, literally working all day. Aside from like running 4 miles at the gym this morning, I haven't moved at all. So I'm gonna go run some errands just sort of as a break. I have some things that I need from Target, and I figured while I'm over by the mall, I might as well just stop at Barnes & Noble. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything, but I'm gonna look. So you know how I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna buy anything at Barnes & Noble? I bought 3 books. But they were on that table where it was like buy 2, get 1 free, so I'd also never heard of any of these books before, but they all looked good, so I kind of get like 3 blind date books, which I'm really excited about. I also only had like 2 things on my list that I need to get at Target, and I ended up getting like 10 things. So I don't know if you guys care, but I'll show you what I got when I get home. So here's everything that I got. The only things that I was planning to get there were these 2 things. I don't really know how the rest of this happened. It's funny, like we had classes canceled and everything, and then the storm completely missed us. We got like barely any rain. It like was like less than like a normal storm here, but it was nice because I was really productive and I got a lot of stuff done with that extra time. And now as for today, I just got out of my only class for today. It's about noon, and as far as the rest of the day goes, I have a video that I really need to get filmed and edited, and I have a test tomorrow that I really want to study for, and a paper that I need to finish, and I also have a sorority recruitment event tonight that I have to go to. I've had so much coffee this morning, my tongue has just like completely turn the color of coffee. But yeah, last night I actually went to Target and Barnes & Noble just to kind of like take a break from all of the homework I was doing, and I got some stuff from Barnes & Noble, and that's what the video today is going to be about, which I'm actually really excited to film. But I'm thinking I'm going to wait an hour or 2 before I do that because it's really cloudy right now, but it's supposed to be sunny later, so the lighting will be better. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this because I finished Catwoman over the weekend, like after I finished last week's vlog. I haven't updated this on Goodreads yet because I haven't decided what I'm gonna rate it. I'm thinking like a 3.5 or maybe like a 3.75 stars. A lot of you guys have been asking me about like the DC icon books and like how I would like rank them and stuff. This is the only one I've read. This is the first one I've read. It's probably the only one I'm going to read. I'm not super into comic books or superheroes or anything. I say that all the time, but this was like one of the few that actually looked interesting to me. And while I did enjoy it, I definitely like reading it realized like, yep, it's just not for me. Like the comic book stuff, it's just not for me. But I think if you're like familiar with this character and the history behind this and like the comics and stuff, you'll probably really enjoy the book. I don't know. Okay, no, correction. If you like the comics and you also like Sarah J. Maas's other books, then I think you'll definitely like this. It 100% read like her other books. But with that said, like I enjoyed myself. I wasn't bored. I switched off between reading it and listening to the audiobook, and I don't have any like major complaints. I just like didn't have like that spark for me. I wasn't like in love with it or anything, you know? I also just finished reading The Tempest for one of my classes, which I think I'm gonna give like a 3-star too. Like it was fine. It's definitely not my favorite of Shakespeare's. Like I got through it, but it was like fine. And now we're moving on to Looking Backward by Edward Bellamy. The Tempest, like obviously I had heard of. I'd never read it. I didn't really know what it was about, but I was like familiar with it. This one I'd never heard of before this class, so I have no expectations going into this. But my professor said this one will be a much easier read, and I like started it the other night, and it's a very conversational, like breaking the fourth wall kind of writing style, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. So you want to hear something really annoying? Sorry, I'm like making a sandwich while I'm talking. But so classes were all canceled yesterday, so we were supposed to like have the day off and like whatever. And one of my professors for one of the classes yesterday was like, even though we're not having class, I'm going to assign this that you have to email me by tonight. So I had to like do an assignment for her class that we didn't have that day and write like 2 pages and email it to her. And then my other professor, who is giving us a test tomorrow, we were supposed to have a lecture on some of the material that's going to be on the test yesterday, but we didn't have class, so obviously we didn't get the lecture, so we didn't get the information. She's like, I'll try and figure out how to put something up on the website so you guys can like still get the lecture, and then we'll continue to have the test as scheduled. And then she emails us to let us know that she's not even going to be in class tomorrow, but she's still giving us a test over material that she never lectured us on. I just find that so irritating. my test, and honestly, I'm not any less stressed coming out of it than I was going into it. Like, the short answer and the short essay and everything were fine because I could like fully explain myself and stuff, but the multiple choice were the kind where it felt like she was like trying to trick you. And I'm typically like a really good test taker and it's like not an issue, but I felt like it was like a poorly written test. Like, it was not a fair evaluation of the material we wanted to know, so it's just frustrating. We'll see. I have literally no idea what I got. I either got like a perfect score or like a C, like no in between. I went back and changed like 4 of my answers, which is never a good idea because it's always what you first thought ends up being right. So I'm just glad it's over with. Now I have more time to dedicate to like writing my papers instead of studying all the time. I studied for that test for like over a week straight. I got some more mail. Nothing is fun that I buy anymore. I don't ever buy anything fun. I got a surge protector and a vacuum. That's when you know. That's when you know. I still have 3 more classes today and I can't even go to the recruitment event that we're supposed to have tonight for my sorority because I have my night class. So I also have a quiz in my night class tonight, so we'll see if that crushes my soul as much as this test did. Hey guys, so I'm actually editing this vlog right now and I just now realized that I just like stopped filming any clips on Wednesday because this week ended up getting super busy and I actually went to the doctor and I have strep throat right now. So I've been really sick and it hasn't really been super fun or productive. I've just been sleeping a lot. However, I can give you an update on that test that I took, which is kind of like looking like yesterday to you because that was my last clip. That was on Wednesday. We just got the grades back and I got a 98 on it. She had to curb it 6 points because the average was so low, but that bumped me up to a 98, which I'm so happy about. I have a paper due tomorrow, so I have been working to finish that and like edit that up and stuff. It's not the best thing I've ever written, but it's like a solid high B, low A paper, which is like I'm happy with it in this sick state. I also have to have Looking Backward by Edward Bellamy finished by Tuesday, so I'm working on that right now. This is actually pretty good. It's interesting. This is my class. It's all about different utopian fictions, so like we've read a couple, so comparing this back to the other books that we've read so far this semester, it's just kind of interesting to see the parallels between them, but also the things that they choose to do differently in their like ideal society, like what they think is going to work better. So it's been kind of interesting to compare them. Right now the chapter I'm on is actually talking about how they publish books in this society, and so basically there's no currency, so no one has any like more money than anyone else. It's not that there's no currency, it's just like everyone has the same amount of money per year, I guess. And so if you want to publish a book, you have to pay for it to be published. So it's not that anyone has more opportunity than someone else to publish it because they'll have the same amount of money, but that kind of like gauges how passionate about it you are, I guess. Like how badly do you want to get it published, because you're gonna have to save for like a year to be able to afford it. So that's kind of interesting. I don't think I've read anything for fun since we spoke last because I've just been dying and sick. I know that I have 2 short stories out of here due for class tomorrow, so I'm gonna find my sticky notes and mark the pages for that if I can find those. The 2 stories I have to read, let me know if you've read these, just out of curiosity, is Incarnations of Burned Children by David Foster Wallace, and I only recognize this because one of my best friends, her like favorite author, favorite person in the world was David Foster Wallace. And then also Who Invented the Jump Shot by John Edgar Wideman. I'm not familiar with either of these stories in particular, so I'm excited to read those. And then I have another paper that I haven't even started yet that's due this week, but I have it like planned out. I know what my topic is. It's like more of like a research paper. It's for my public health class, so I'm going to be talking about the emergence of anxiety disorders and how those have become like a lot more popular and a lot more like well known in society than in like, you know, the past. So I'm excited to write that paper. Actually, I think it'll be pretty interesting. So that's a lot to get done. That's a lot of homework. We'll see if I have any time to read for fun, especially because I just want to sleep for the rest of the day. That's all I want to do. Although I do wish I had been a little bit better about filming a couple of things that happened in this little gap of days, because there were a couple of like fun things despite me being sick during them. Like Robert came down on Thursday and we went out with my friends that night, which was really fun, and then I went to go see him at his school for the weekend. And so we had like date night on Friday and we went to this like winery out in the country. We did like wine tasting and got some like hummus plates and stuff, and it was like really cute, and there was like live music in the back that was really cute, and it was really good. We both found a wine that we're like obsessed with now. And then the next day I was so sick I couldn't get out of bed, and we were like, maybe I should go to the doctor. And yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this week's vlog. Sorry it was a little bit weird. I'm hoping to get back to normal this week once I'm alive again. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week in next week's vlog. Bye.